Turn the bass up. Holy shit. Turn the bass up. Holy shit.
Hello there.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Oh, got one of my dreads caught in my head. What is going on? How's everybody doing today? Today, we got a nice little quick show for you today. Something that I've came across and I wanted to kind of bring it to everybody's attention. But of course, as always, if you're not following, please follow, hit the like button, and get this algorithm out going, and follow us on Twitch at Daniel Fitness. That's fitness with two T's. Kick D_Elliott, two L's, two T's, and YouTube as well at D Elliott Fitness. Yes, so please, we're streaming on 3 platforms right now. So please feel free to go over and give us a follow and tune into the show. So thank you, thank you. Yes, that is a paint stain on my shirt, so I don't want to hear nobody say shit about it. But yes, thank y'all for being here today. Greatly appreciate y'all. Today's going to be a fun one. A little quick, short video straight to the point, but it's going to be fun nonetheless. So thank y'all so much for tuning in and being here. And we're going to go ahead and kick off and get straight to it. And as you always know, we got to start off the show with a little bit of fitness and what's going on in the lovely world of fitness today as always, and see how the world is going whenever people are hitting these gyms and seeing what nonsense is going on or what good stuff is going on. You never know. It could be good, it could be bad, but we're going to sit down and take a look at what we got here today. So right now we're going to hit you with the first one, which is somebody who went into a gym like always, and we're going to see what exactly is the reaction of what's going on in the gym that said person has seen. So let's go ahead and roll the footage. Let's go ahead and check it out. All right, so we got this nice, beautiful sister right here, and the look on her face seems a little bit off-putting, offsetting, I should say. And let's see what's going on. Let's see what she sees. No way. Shout out to Homie Mask for sure, man. That man is serious about his profession, and he does not hide it at all. He does not hide what he does for a living. My man said, I'm going to get in this gym, and I'm going to show all of y'all what this work is like. He said, I'm going to get in this gym and show all of y'all how this goes down, because he's not playing. He's going to rob you. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's not worried about nobody. He's like, I'm finna get this bag. Yes, and the bag's yours. He's going to take that bag from you, and good luck to you if you don't like it, because he's going to be in good shape. When he takes your bag and run away, my man's going to be in good shape. He's going to be able to get away and dip out, unless you got the blicky on you. If you got the blicky on you, you might stand a chance to get him. But homie in the ski mask don't seem like he was playing. He was serious about what he was doing. So shout out to him. And then we got some more footage, so we're going to check out these other folks. Let's see what they got going on in the gym. So we got, uh-oh, I messed that one up. I did. All right, here we go. So we got this one here, and we're going to see what workout we got going on here. What we got? I don't think that's how you're supposed to use that. Bad at all. There we go. Got a little bit more volume in my microphone. Oh, what were you thinking? Oh, no. Fell right on his nugget. Good Lord, that was painful. You know that one hurt. And you know he was very confident about what he was about to do, but then it just didn't go the way he planned it would go. It went one way in his head, but when it actually came out to what it was supposed to do, it just didn't work out like he saw it happening in his head, unfortunately. But nonetheless, we got another one for you, so let's check out what we got going on here. And it looks like this one's going to be from the same sister that we seen earlier. So let's see what she sees in this gym that she went to this time. Let's see what we got. Look like somebody put in that work. Here we go. Oh, no. What is this? I mean, hey, I'm not going to complain, but why are you adding that to your... I think she walked into somebody's home gym now. She walked into their home gym. Might as well got OnlyFans model, you know, nothing new. Okay, if that's what you want to do, all right, I'm fine with it. These two are at home, you know. I'm gonna blame the sister on this one. She walked into the wrong place to go work out. That's her fault. You know, they seem comfortable where they at. She can just walk away. But the OnlyFans model that we got right here, Yeah, she out of pocket for that one. She's way out of pocket for that one. No. She's way out of pocket for that one. No. She should know better. She should know better. That is not the way to go about doing what you're doing. That is just not right. Uh-oh, somebody give me a phone call. Yeah, she's out of pocket for that one. They need to go ahead and give her the boot. They need to go ahead and revoke her membership of whatever it is that she has. Get her out of there, because that's just not right. That is not how it should be. That's just wrong. That's just wrong. All right, here we go. Let me fix that right there real quick. But then we got another brother. So this brother here, he walks into the gym, of course. We got to see what he got going on today. Let's see what we got. There we go. Can we fix that? Yes, we can. So we got this brother over here. He's up in the gym, of course, and he's doing his thing as well. And we're going to see exactly what it is that he sees when he's in the gym. You know what I mean? And everybody's got their different experiences when they go to the gym, clearly. But we got to see what's going on with him and how things are going with him. So let's take a look. Let's see what he sees. There we go. Rolling the footage. Here we go. Oh, didn't mean to like that. Here we go. What does he see? Okay, he's in the cycling room. All right. And they are making eye contact with him. I mean, I guess if you're working on your bear crawls. Oh, got him. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. He skips leg day. Okay, you can go to the gym and dance. Yeah, you got to close that gym down. That's a wrap. Yeah, he's stressed. Leave him alone. He good. Oh. He wasn't ready for that. Oh, come on, man. No, that's not how you use that. It's not how you use it. Yeah, just go ahead and go home, bro. Go ahead and go home. Nah. That's not the one. That's not the one. Let's just leave. Yeah, go ahead and leave. Look at the look in his eyes. He walked in. He was like, yeah, you at the wrong place. You are at the wrong place. You are at the wrong place. Unfortunately, you are at the wrong place. However, as long as those people went to the gym and made an attempt, it's okay with me, because you can only get better from that point. You can't get worse. You can only get better. As long as somebody kind of coaches you on what you should and shouldn't be doing, you can get better. You can always get better. You know, if you don't know how to use the equipment, if you're using it wrong, at least somebody should tell you instead of recording you. So, I mean, that's my little take on it. I say that much right there. At least they there at the gym. At least they trying. At least they giving it a shot. That's all I got to say about that one. So here we have another one. This one isn't a gym situation. This is kind of I'm gonna segue into the rest of what we got, because like I said, we got a short show today, short, straight to the point. But we got this one. We basically have, I guess this lady is a therapist, I'm assuming, or maybe just the interviewer. I don't know, but she's talking to her patient, or the interviewee, we could say, and the conversation was quite startling. Let's go ahead and put them up on the screen. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and let this lady have her little conversation, and we're going to see what it is that they're talking about and see if there's anything wrong with what it is that they're talking about, or just trying to figure out or get together what's going on. And if you can't see what it says, Belle Gibson rose to fame with her story of cursing herself. Excuse me. Let me read that again. Belle Gibson rose to fame with her story of curing herself of terminal brain cancer. But it was all a lie. Roll the footage.
A pathological liar.
No.
You go into extraordinary details. I had surgery about 7 hours ago. The doctor comes in and tells me the draining failed and I went into cardiac arrest and died for just under 3 minutes. I had the most intense bruising from the paddles when they electrocuted me back to consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
Minus the wires and constant throwing up of blood. Anyway, the procedure failed and I died.
See, I haven't read back through all of that. But I also think when you're young and have gone through the situation I had just gone through, you are melodramatic. I don't have...
Melodramatic now? I mean, they're straight out lies. You weren't in hospital. You're claiming you were. You claimed you died twice. You didn't. You claimed you had 2 cardiac arrests. You didn't. That's not melodramatic. That's straight out lying.
It is.
Extraordinary lies. And if you lie about that, and you go to those extraordinary lengths to create the story around that lie, how can we believe anything you say now? Claimed, also in your book, that you underwent chemotherapy and radiotherapy for 2 months. True or false?
At the time...
True or false?
True, because at the time I believed I was having radiotherapy.
So,
Yikes.
false.
Wasn't...
Belle, please. I mean, either you're interested in getting to the bottom of this and presenting the facts as they are, the facts, or you're not.
Tara, I'm trying to draw on information.
No, don't draw on information. Just be honest.
I am being
Please
honest with you.
I'm trying to be open to what you're saying, but you were just muddying the waters with every answer. You set up a guy who's some quack, you're now saying, as a conventional doctor, giving you conventional treatment that is not helping your brain tumours, so you leave it. That's what you set up in your book, right? You didn't write it as you've just told it to me. You didn't write it who this man was. You didn't write that he came to you in your home. You didn't write that the chemotherapy and radiotherapy you claim to have is not what most people would have. You didn't write it like that. I mean, 2009 was a really bad year for you, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. You had 3 heart operations. You suffered 2 cardiac arrests. You died twice on the operating table. You had a stroke. And you were diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumour and given 4 months to live.
Correct. And
all that happened.
I still have the heart condition, and I was supposed to have surgery for that.
You were supposed to have surgery.
And I didn't.
And why did you tell people that you had 3 surgeries?
At the time, I think going back, I was late teens, and I was going through a lot of emotional trauma and a lot of abuse at the time. I've not been intentionally untruthful. I've been openly conveying and speaking about what was my reality and what is my reality today.
And will you accept that your reality does not actually match reality?
It doesn't match your normal or your reality.
3, right? Well, actually, how old are you?
I've always been raised as being currently a 26-year-old.
How old are you?
Well, I live knowing, as I've always known, that I would be 26.
Oh,
Okay, Bill.
I've
This is a really, really simple question.
Exactly.
How old are you?
I believe that I'm 26.
And?
I have two birth certificates, and I've had my name changed 4 times. The identity crisis there is big. But that was my normal when I was growing up, Tara. That
What do you know the truth to be now?
that's probably a question that we'll have to keep digging for.
Do you take responsibility for driving any people away from conventional medicine in seeking treatment for their cancer?
That would be really heartbreaking to me because I never intended on doing that.
Do you accept that that's what you might have done?
I accept that might have happened.
Would you accept that you're a pathological liar?
No.
You go into extraordinary...
Okay, so it started over. Now, I'm going to be honest. Starting out, not knowing what's going on, trying to put the pieces to the puzzle together, you might think the interviewer was hard on her. And which I thought I thought she was at first for a moment, until she asked her age. When she asked her age and she could not give the answer, but says, I believe I'm 26 or whatever she said, that right there just let me know, like, okay, Houston, we have a problem. And shout out to the interview lady for the amazing patience that she had with said woman. Like, she had great patience. She was very patient with the woman. I mean, very patient. So shout out to her for not getting upset or showing any kind of emotion. She was just getting straight to the point and just calling her out on everything. And it says that she rose to fame with a story of her curing herself of brain cancer, and it was all a lie. So she got famous off this and had a lot of people believing her lie. And then when you sit here and you talk to her and you see that what she's saying, you know, I mean, I guess they're calling her a liar, but maybe they should go in and do more detail and do some brain work and see if she suffers from some kind of injury or something that might have happened that's got her thinking like completely fabricating stories inside of her head and got famous and got people believing it. Because this is crazy. This is really crazy. This is wild. I don't really know what to say. That's pretty crazy how she's just sitting here. And look, she's saying it with straight poker face. Like, yeah, that happened. Yeah, I believe I'm 26. Yeah. Yeah, I had 2 surgeries and 3 heart failures and cardiac arrest. Yeah, that happened. Yeah. And then come to find out it was all a lie. As in, I guess if you do the research on the hospital she said she went to, they like, this person does not exist in our records. So that's wild. That's crazy. And I think I know what might have happened to her. My bet, I think I know. I have an idea. It might be her diet. It might be what she's eating. I think what she's been eating has her thinking like this. Let me show you what I mean. Let me give you an idea of what I think her diet consists of, because she might have a favorite. You never know. She might have a favorite like go-to meal or something that she may like to eat. Let me show you. Let me see. I think this is what she likes to eat. I think she's a fan of a said product right here. And everybody's had these before, but I don't think we all ever sat down and realized how it was made. So I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you. And I think this is what her problem is. She likes to eat a lot of these, and in due time, it probably caused, the kerfunkel that's going on with her brain right about now. So let's see what she's eating. Process. What could this be that we've all had before, and she's probably a favorite of this particular thing? I think you know what it is now. Look at what that is. Look at there. Look at what we have here. Yeah, I think that's what her problem is, boy. She be killing them around the noodles, boy. Top ramen. What you think her favorite flavor is? Chicken, beef, or shrimp? What you think? Look at how that is made. Have you ever seen this before? Because I've never seen how ramen noodles were made. And you ever wonder why they have such a high sodium content? You think they just pour a bunch of salt in it. Boy, oh boy, were you wrong. So was I. Like, look at this. Look at what it starts out as. I mean, from going to that to changing the color to what we see at the end to what we know what the ramen noodles are to be when it's all said and done. But I think that's what her issue is, though. I really think this is what her problem is. She's probably a big fan of ramen noodles. And she loves to eat it. She even tries to flavor them up. She might even cook like some boneless chicken breast, chop it up, and throw it in her ramen noodles. She tries to, show that she can, make something healthy out of something that's not so healthy. But boy, little do you know that when it is made in the lab, look, they got on full like hazmat suits. They can't touch or smell anything in that building, and that's the food that they make. Look at that. Look at that. Man, that is terrible. Man, if you if you ever wonder how they were made, I went ahead and found it for you. So don't buy your kids any of this. If you're going to have a child that's going to be out there telling stories like the lady we just seen. Okay? So be careful. Yeah, so next time you're going to go enjoy some ramen noodles, just know that that's how it was made. Just have that thought in your head that that's how the ramen noodles were made. They were made in a lab, starting from a brownish, tarish looking color, from a liquid into a solid. That's how it went down. And, you know, hate to say it, but when you have people eating stuff like this, it only seems like we're only going to be headed in one direction. If you're eating food like that and your brain isn't functioning properly, you know, you're just putting all sorts of gunk and garbage inside of you. Let's segue over to what this guy is saying. The godfather of AI who is speaking. This man says that the universal basic income may be needed to address the loss of jobs to AI. Now, as we see, that I don't think that lady could probably have any job because she ate so many of those ramen noodles, you know? Yeah, she was eating a lot of ramen noodles, which got her believing Lord knows what. She was just having them ramen noodles. Her belief system went haywire. And now we got a man over here, the godfather of AI, says a lot of people are going to lose their jobs to AI, and UBI is going to be that way. So let's go ahead and roll the footage and hear what he has to say. Let's check him out. I don't know this man's name. Jeffrey Hinton is his name. Hinton. Jeffrey Hinton says he has quit. Jeffrey Hinton, the godfather of AI, has quit Google to warn about AI dangers and predicts that universal basic income UBI will be needed to address job losses and inequality caused by AI. Hinton advised the UK government on UBI, stressing that AI will increase wealth but mainly benefit the rich, leaving displaced workers vulnerable. He also warned of AI posing extinction level threats if it surpasses human intelligence. Hinton also calls for global regulations to control military AI, fearing anonymous systems could become uncontrollable. His concerns echo recent resignations at OpenAI, where workers quit over similar fears about the rapid advancement of AI technologies. Now let's hear this man speak on it himself, and we're going to hear it come out of the man's mouth. So let's hear him talk. Let me get that. Here we go. Let's hear what he has to say.
Worried about AI taking over lots of mundane jobs, and that should be a good thing. It's going to lead to a big increase in productivity, which leads to a big increase in wealth. And if that wealth was equally distributed, that would be great. But it's not going to be. In the systems we live in, that wealth is going to go to the rich and not to the people whose jobs get lost.
So to be clear, you think that the societal impacts from the changes in jobs could be so profound that we may need to rethink the politics of, the benefit system, inequality,
Absolutely, yes.
Universal basic income?
Yes, I certainly believe in universal basic income. I don't think that's enough, though, because a lot of people get their self-respect from the job they do. And if you put everybody on universal basic income, that solves the problem of them starving and not being able to pay the rent, but it doesn't solve the self-respect problem. Yes, I'm very worried about AI taking over lots of mundane jobs, and that should be a good thing. It's going to lead to a big increase in productivity, which leads to a big increase.
Yes, now see, what he sees is, he sees that people, if they're just given a stagnant check, he's saying that people are going to lose the will and purpose and motivation and ambition to live a life. That's what he's saying. He said, yeah, it's going to be cool. They can pay your rent and have some food, but then there's no ambition. There's no drive. There's no purpose. There's no reason to wake up and go do anything anymore, because there's a reason. I mean, they're taking away productivity, and it's just like, you're just going to just live, take up space, eat, sleep, and to eat, sleep, and shit is the best way to say it, is what they're going to have us doing while the AI does all the work. But at some point, if all we're doing is these things and there's no production, there's no purpose, drive, motivation, anything within us, then what are we going to be doing? Just taking up space? I mean, that's what it sounds like if that's what UBI is going to be. And that's what he's worried about. That's what he's concerned about. He's worried about the fact that he said UBI sounds good, but it's going to take away jobs. And the very essence of human life is to work and be productive. And you're taking that away? What is then what is there to do? There's no ambition. There's no drive. There's no reason to raise a family. There's nothing. Let me out here fornicating and just putting the kids in a system of UBI. I'm going to go have 3 babies with a chick. And then boom, y'all are going to have 3 kids, and then you're going to wait on somebody else to give you a check. Like, y'all have no reason to even, like, you're just bringing kids into a slave system. I mean, at that point, that's really, I mean, because if you're given a check from the government, they can always cut back. They can always give you less and less and less and less and less. It's their money. What you going to do? You don't work. You don't know how to hustle. You don't grind. You don't do nothing. So what they say goes. Control somebody's money, you control their life. You know. Now, for those of you who don't know what UBI is, I got somebody who's going to give you a little bit of leeway into it. So let's check out what this guy says right here. Upton is what we have for your name. And Upton, go ahead and give us an explanation on what we have for what UBI is for those who do not know. Let's hear him talk.
To live.
I don't think we're gonna have a choice.
This might sound crazy, but the idea is being tested in cities and countries around the world. See, imagine a big pot of money that the government uses to fund all sorts of things, like schools, roads, and hospitals. This pot is filled with money from taxes. But now imagine that the government decides to start a new program where it gives everyone in the country a certain amount of money every month, no matter how much money you already make. This is called universal basic income, and it may be coming. Elon Musk thinks it's inevitable. The government will eventually just be paying us to live, since technology will be handling every job. Some economists predict that AI will replace hundreds of millions of jobs in the biggest transformation of work since the Industrial Revolution. But during the Industrial Revolution, millions of jobs were replaced with new jobs. Now, some studies say the majority of jobs in the next decade don't even exist now. But you have to wonder, is this time different than the Industrial Revolution? Because AI will advance faster than any human brain. So, will AI save any work left for us? Up to 800 million jobs could be automated just by 2030, according to a 2020 report by McKinsey Global Institute. That represents about 1/3 of the global workforce. The report also found that AI is likely to have a disproportionate impact on low and middle skilled jobs. Should the government
800 million jobs by 2030 will be AI, or will be taken over by AI. 800 million, that's a lot. That's 1/3 of the population. 33%, if you don't know what a third is. 33.3% is what a third is. And I think that's just them being nice when it comes to that. But sheesh, that's intense. I mean, and at the end of the day, if everybody's equal, then if everybody's equal, no matter how hard you work, how hard you grind, everybody's equal, there's no reason to become better. They just took it right away. They just snatched it right out of you. They're like, you don't need to be better. I mean, there's no point in working hard. You're just working to just try to live. Or you're working just to live. And there's no advancement. There's no reward for doing what you do. You're gonna get the same amount, regardless. And then when it comes to a time where he had that one video where I had used with Dr. Phil, where he explained the income difference between somebody who makes 66K and somebody who doesn't work. After they get taxed, and the people who do work, after they get all of their benefits, WIC, food stamps, housing, and all these things, the income disparity between the two is like $11,000. So you're paying people not to work, and at some point, if you're paying people not to work and the difference is only 11 grand, I mean, it's not going to be before long people accept this UBI, but it doesn't seem like everybody's going to accept it. Because we got a man right here who seems like he could be our parents, like a baby boomer, Gen X, or maybe even like our grandparents. But let's hear him talk and give his input on UBI, and let's see what he says about it, and see, what his viewpoints are and see if he has anything constructive to say about it. So let's let him talk.
I think the rich are going to get filthy rich. I think the poor are still going to be poor because if you look at the poor people just live off of the government. So the government's going to increase their money enough to live, same as they do now, and nothing will change with them. They'll get extra money to buy their food, they'll get extra money to buy their clothes, they'll get extra money to pay their utilities, they'll get extra money to buy their house. They're just going to exist. That's what they do. Then you're going to look at the middle class. The government's going to probably come in and give universal basic income or something like that. I think it's coming. You know, they've been looking at it and talking about it for the last 10 years. So I think eventually universal basic income is going to come, and that's just going to make people even worthless, more worthless. Because why do I want to work? If I can get by without working, why do I really want to work? And in my attitude, there's so much more out there. You know, I need to work to be disciplined. I need to work to keep my sanity. The government's going to intervene with that to make sure that everybody don't lose everything, and that is going to give us even more class warfare because the middle class is going to get poorer. The inflation is going to come in.
Shout out to him on what he just said. He says he works for discipline. He says he works to keep his sanity. You need to work. And it's going to just make things even worse off than what they already are. And if you give everybody UBI, a universal basic income, which is basically communism in a nutshell, there's going to be, you know, it's going to be pointless for people to even exist at some point, because you're just like existing on something that they give you. And then what do? What do you go do? Like, seriously, what do you go do? You want to bring a child into this world that's going to be, hey, son, what do you want to be when you grow up? That question is obsolete. It's irrelevant. It's completely irrelevant. Don't mean nothing anymore. It's like, well, what you're going to be is whatever job they have for you, and here's your stipend for the rest of your life. And that's just what it's going to be. That's what it is. However, if you think everybody's going to have a problem with this, think twice. I found this person right here, and let's see what his take is on the old universal basic income. Let's let him cook.
Universal basic income, which makes me prouder and prouder by the day to be born, grow up, and live in this state. But we still need a reparations bill, so pass that too. We're not done. Illinois is getting universal basic income, which makes me prouder and prouder by the day to be born, grow up, and live in this state. But we still need a reparations bill, so pass that too. We're not done. Illinois is getting universal basic.
All right. That's enough singing. So some people are going to be happy. They're going to walk right into it. They're going to be in love with it. They're going to be happy that they're getting a check. They're going to be like, hey, this is great. We need our reparations on top of that, though. We can't just stop with UBI. Can we get that reparations check, too? You know, we need to go ahead and get everything. So some people are going to be just happy with this. They're like, bring it on. Give me my free money. Give me my check. I don't want to go work. I just want to exist and live and do nothing. Have no ambition, no drive, no hustle, no grind. Inflation's getting too high. It's really getting impossible. It's pushing, you know, the middle class down, and you're getting that wage gap in between. It's like, hey, just give me my money and let me exist. But there's always a caveat that comes with this. It's always, especially when you're getting handouts by the government. There's a caveat. It has to be, you know. And I don't think he sees it. I think he's thinking like, if they give us UBI, then hey, I get to still live in the same place I'm living in. I just get to do whatever I want. Not so fast. Let's check this out. So I found here a new way of living. Check out these new homes that they got set up for y'all. Check them out. These new beautiful homes. Look at these new houses that they have. They call these new homes. Tell me what you think about these new homes. I'm pretty sure if you get UBI, this is what they're going to consider your new home, because a home that sits on land and maybe have a pool in the backyard that's sitting on half an acre and all that, yeah, forget all that. You know, your 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, yeah, whatever. Let's see what they are changing the definition to what a home is. Let's let them cook.
House is cheaper than a car.
25 square meters, has 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom.
Got a nice steel structure. The inside, the outside are all made of aluminum alloy shell. No rust and no cushion.
The decorations are well done. Also, all the appliances, all the things inside, they're all installed in our factory.
And here is the dry and wet separation bathroom, the toilet, the built mirror, the basin, and the shower, they are all factory installed and auto brand. Just connect the water and the electricity, then you can live in it.
This house can be shipped to all over the world. If you are interested in it, please contact
us. This house is cheaper than a car.
25 square meters, has 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom.
Got a nice steel structure. The inside, the outside are all made of aluminum alloy shell. No rust and no cushion.
The decorations are well done. Also, all the appliances, all the things inside, they're all installed in our factory.
And here is the dry and wet separation bathroom. The toilet, the built-in mirror, the basin, and the shower, they are all factory installed and auto brand. Just connect the water and the electricity, then you can live in it.
This house can be shipped to all over the world. If you are interested in it, please contact us.
Yeah. They call that a house. That's called a house. And it can be shipped all over the world. I don't know about you, but that looks like a dwelling place for one person. I mean, you could say two, but I didn't see a closet. It's a dwelling place for one person. Can't raise a kid in that. And they're calling it a house. Proud. Calling it a house. Now, say what you want, but I would go on a limb to say I think that's what they believe UBI can afford. UBI can afford you that right there. Ships all over the world. You got everything you need. You got a bed, toilet, sink, and a shower. What more do you need? We paying you. We giving you the money. If we give you the money, then we can tell you the house to live in. And we can ship it to you anywhere in the world. There's nowhere to raise a kid. You can't raise children in that. There's not even enough space for two people to live together. It's a jail cell. You're wondering what kind of people would do something like that. Well, I'm glad you asked. In case you were wondering, I think I found somebody who might be down with this ideology. Let's go ahead and give this guy right here, let's put him on the screen. Let's see what he has to say. If you don't know who he is, his name is Wab Laws Wab. And let's hear him talk. Maybe he's got something to say behind this. I don't know. Tell me what you think when you hear him talk and see if you think he would be okay with this ideology of living. Here we go.
But can you imagine that in 10 years when we are sitting here, we have an implant in our brains, and I can immediately feel, because you all will have implants, and we measure your brain waves, and I can immediately tell you how the people react, or I can feel how the people react to your answers. Is it imaginable? But can you imagine that in 10 years when we are sitting here, we have an implant in our brains, and I can immediately feel, because you all will have implants, and we measure your brain waves, and I can immediately tell you how the people react, or I can feel how the people react to your answers. Is it imaginable? But
now, I don't know about you. Do you think he was playing? You think man was cracking a joke when he said what he said? Now, I don't know what 10 years is, because I don't know what year he made this speech. But homie looks serious. I don't think he's playing. And if you watched my video yesterday, we did a video on the World Economic Forum where they were talking about there was 1,000 people in there. Highly elite class of people, 1,000 of them. And then when they said we, I'm pretty sure that we was referring to the 1,000 people in that room. And I'm pretty sure he's in that room. Now, what he sounds like, what's what he sounds like? What he's saying may sound far-fetched. Putting an implant in your head and hearing what you think and and seeing what you're thinking, and he can feel what you're feeling and all that stuff. It sounds crazy. But what if they already talked about it, and what if the plan is in effect? Let me show you that right now. So what we have here is the same group of people at the same place talking about the same thing. Uh-oh, I messed it up. Let's go ahead and pull him up. We're going to let this man talk, and let's see what he's talking about, and see if the two videos that we can put the last one and this one together. And and as you can see, they're at the same place. The speech is being given at the same place, if you cannot tell. But let's see what they're talking about at said place. Here we go.
Why does it feel like we are living in a freaking episode of Black Mirror? This is crazy. Check out this video from the World Economic Forum. It is absolutely insane.
Even you can't believe how productive you've been. Your memo is finished, your inbox is under control, and you're feeling sharper than you have in a decade. Sensing your joy, your playlist shifts to your favorite song, sending chills up your spine as the music begins to play. You glance at the program running in the background on your computer screen and notice a now familiar sight that appears whenever you're overloaded with pleasure. Your theta brainwave activity decreasing in the temporal regions of your brain. You mentally move the cursor to the left and scroll through your brain data over the past few hours. See your stress levels rising as the deadline to finish your memo approached, causing a peak in your beta brainwave activity right before an alert popped up, telling you to take a brain break. But what's that unusual change in your brain activity when you're asleep? It started earlier in the month. You sent a text message to your doctor with a mental swipe of your cursor. Could you take a quick look at my brain data? Anything to worry about? Your mind starts to wander to the new colleague on your team, whom you know you shouldn't be daydreaming about, given the policy against intra-office romance. But you can't help fantasizing just a little.
This is a real video.
But then you start to worry that your boss will notice your amorous feelings when she checks your brain activity and shift your attention back to the present.
What the?
You breathe a sigh of relief when the email she sends you later that day congratulates you on your brain metrics from the past quarter, which have earned you another performance bonus. You head home jamming to the music, with your work-issued brain-sensing earbuds still in. When you arrive at work the next day, a somber cloud has fallen over the office. Along with emails, text messages, and GPS location data,
This is insane.
the government has subpoenaed employees' brainwave data from the past year.
This is the World Economic Forum.
Compelling
This
evidence
is
that one of your
stupid.
coworkers has committed massive wire fraud. Now, they're looking for his co-conspirators. You discover they are looking for synchronized brain activity between your coworker and the people he has been working with.
What?
While you know you're innocent of
hell?
any crime, you've been secretly working with him on
They're
a new startup
looking at
venture.
your brain waves.
Shaking, you remove your earbuds. What do you think? Is it a future you're ready for? You may be surprised to learn that it's a future that has already arrived.
Yeah. Homie wasn't playing. And as you can see, when she got up, she said, it's a future that has already arrived. Isn't that something? Mr. Laws Wob was not playing when he said what he was saying about you, training you, knowing your thoughts and feeling what you're feeling. They on the way to do that. And that's just what it is. That's the direction you're moving in. So just understand it, know what's coming, prepare accordingly, be able to pivot, find a different way to do things, because AI is going to be taking over, and these people already have what they want in place implemented, and it's up to you to figure out what to do. It's not their responsibility to help you, because they're not helping you. They're enslaving you. All right, people. Well, that was today's show. Hopefully, I got something out of it. Like I said, I had to make a short one, quick, straight to the point. I just want to put that one out there for you today. I thought it was a good one to kind of put the pieces together and kind of get an understanding of what's coming in the future. But don't be scared. Just be prepared and be able to know how to navigate. And start now. Figure out what you got to do. And, you know, at the end of the day, be happy and grind harder. But thank y'all for tuning in, man. Don't have much for you at the end of the day, but thank you so much. Please hit that like button if you don't mind. The one you're going to see pop up on the screen. Is it going to pop up? Does it take 2 of them? What does it take? What does it take? Does it take this? No, we're not doing it no more? Okay, well, whatever. But hit the like button. And, yeah, follow me on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. And if you have any comments or anything, reach out to me in my email. You can find it in my link tree in the description box. But thank y'all for tuning in and watching, and we'll see y'all next time on the next show. I am up out of here. Peace.
Trapping out the band, though.